Hello, Blake. Hi, Saf.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello. Welcome. We're going to be talking about everything today. The book. This one. So if you've read it, you should hang around. We can chat about it.
We will be doing a spoiler-free discussion on it at first,
Yes.
but then after
So if
that
you
there
haven't
will be
read it,
spoilers, so
you'll
if you
hear
haven't
a little bit
read it,
about
then
it.
you might not want to stick around. We're sorry this is late. We both forgot this morning, well, this afternoon,
Yeah.
we both forgot. Which is probably really bad of us, but we're sorry.
Yeah, well, Waverly messaged me at like 10 minutes past the time we were meant to be starting the live show. It's like, oh my god, we totally forgot that we were meant to be doing this. And then I completely forgot as well, so we're doing it now though.
We're great. We're just great.
Yeah.
We have set a reminder for next month's live stream, so we shouldn't forget, hopefully.
Yeah. Gonna be doing it on, what, the 27th of May?
27th of May.
At this time.
I took off the auto stream to YouTube because it makes it really small.
Yeah.
So instead I'm like recording it on my laptop and I will upload it later on. Because at least then it won't be tiny, and they can also see the chat so they know what we're talking about.
Yeah, true. That's good. That's a good idea.
I set it for a day before, not an hour before. Because who knows if I'm gonna be awake.
Yeah.
Alright, so we picked Everything for our April read. This is a book by Nicola Yoon. And Tegan decided to pick this book because it's becoming a movie soon. When's it becoming a movie?
I think it's next month.
I'm not
like
sure.
May.
Should we look it up? I watched the trailer after I read it. I have thoughts on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it does seem pretty accurate.
There's a few things that are a bit off, but it looks pretty right.
It looks like it's not going to be a bad movie, I can say that.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be an alright book movie adaptation.
The phone still bugs me though. It just gets to me. Like, she wouldn't have a phone. There's no reason for her to have a phone. She has no one to talk to other than her mum.
If you watch the trailer for it, she's got a phone, and like, there's obviously no reason for her to have a phone in this book because she is caught in this world, or in her house, where she doesn't know anybody except for her mom and her nurse caretaker person.
I can't remember her name.
So
What's her name?
Yeah,
Carla. Carla, yeah. It's being released in the United States on May 19th.
So soon, next month.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we chose to do this book.
Okay. So what is it about? I find it really hard to describe this without just saying she has allergies. But it's more than that.
So basically what it's about is it's about a girl named Maddie who is stuck in her house. She's not allowed to leave her house because she has deadly allergies that if she steps outside, or if somebody unknown comes into the house, or if unknown germs or anything get into the house, then she could die.
She gets seriously sick and hospitalized. So her mum basically keeps her locked up in this high-tech house that doesn't allow unfiltered air in or anything like that. And she hasn't stepped foot outside since she was 3 months old, was it? 3 months?
Yeah. She just doesn't go outside. She's just stuck inside all the time. And so basically the only human contact she has is her mom, her caretaker person, Carla, and a tutor every once in a while.
Yeah, and her tutors, who she doesn't actually meet that often.
No, he only comes in to, check projects and stuff.
And that's also rare because she Skypes most of her tutors. So she doesn't have physical contact with anyone but these 3 people her whole life.
Which would be pretty awful.
And then, she's used to families moving in and out next door because that's all she can do. All she can watch is the next house. And this boy moves in next door who is very attractive. And he catches her eye and she catches his eye, and then they don't talk to each other, but they notice each other. And then his family decides that they have to take, what was it? What did they take over?
Like a bun cake or something?
Whatever it was a brick. Let's say that.
Yeah, it was his mom cooked it and she can't cook. Bundt cake. It was a bundt cake.
A bundt cake, yeah. His family takes over. Him and his sister take over a bundt cake, and he asked if Maddie is home because obviously he has seen her, and her mum instantly gets defensive
and says that they're not allowed in and that they have to leave. That she can't accept the cake.
So he assumes she's under house arrest or something like that, and they exchange emails because he writes it on his window, and then she emails him. And then they're talking through our email, and they end up falling in love, and it is so cute. And yes,
I ship them so much.
I ship them so much. I was shipping them before the first visit.
Yeah. Their relationship is just so cute.
It is. It really is.
I love it.
Basically, they're trying to find a way to be together without triggering her allergies.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't want her to die.
Yeah, so basically they only talk off of emails for a while.
Yeah. And then, would that be considered a spoiler? It probably would, wouldn't it? Well, no, it's in the trailer, isn't it? So...
Oh, yeah, true.
This is what I'm like, every time I film a video, I'm like, hey, but wait, is that a spoiler?
So I'll just say it. So basically Carla, their caretaker, lets them go into the same room as each other, but they have to stay on opposite sides of the room. So he has to go through a bunch of derm tests, and he has to have lots of baths and go through the airtight container and all that sort of stuff. And then they're allowed in the same room, but they have to stay on complete opposite sides of the room.
They're not allowed near each other, let alone touching each other and stuff like that. But
and they end up really, really liking each other.
Yeah. Well, I think they already did, but after that it was
well, after that it was intense.
Yeah.
But that's basically, I think, all we can say about the plot.
Yeah, that's kind of all we can say that is spoiler-free.
But basically, the book was amazing. I loved it.
I loved it. If you're not into contemporary, I'm not into contemporary. This is so easy to read.
Exactly.
It's so fun and relatable, and just... Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
It's easy to get through, and it's just really interesting and just fun to read.
There are doodles and stuff in it as well. It's so easy. Doodles, all sorts of stuff. There's that's a That is a chapter. That is a chapter
But,
on
like,
its own.
there's, like, definitions throughout it, and they, like, show, like, the emails and stuff, so it's, like, easy to read.
There is one bit that I was reading, my friend was here, and it's this page,
Yes!
and she was laughing at me because I was doing this.
I did the same exact thing. It's like a spiral, and it's just, like, talking in the spiral, and it's just...
I was like turning the page around, I was like,
Yeah.
And she was just sat there laughing at me.
It's
So I
difficult to read.
was kind of like counting down to this page though, and I was like,
Yeah, same.
because I was so scared, I thought that it was gonna change point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
I
didn't,
did
thank
too.
God. But that's all we can really say is that it's written really well, I would say.
Yeah, that's about it. So if you haven't read the book, or if you don't want to be spoiled, then I'd probably leave, because we're gonna be spoiling some stuff.
But some people don't mind spoilers, so if you don't really care, then feel free to stick around and we can
Yeah.
discuss. And if you have anything you want to say about the book, then go right ahead.
Let us know. Otherwise, Waverly and I will just say our opinions on it.
I don't know whether to
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, so I'd leave now if you don't want to be spoiled for it, but otherwise we're gonna get right into it.
Okay, well the biggest thing I thought is when she finally went outside and didn't get sick, I was sad because I was like, this is gonna be a typical, oh, miraculous recovery. She's fine now, there's nothing gonna go wrong, she's absolutely healthy, and I was like, that's gonna really disappoint me.
Yeah, when she like that first time when she ran out after when Ollie and his dad were fighting, and she ran outside. But her mom pulled her back in right away.
And then when they went to Hawaii, and she was absolutely fine still. She was eating random food. Like, she said that she had to eat specified food, but she was eating random food and was absolutely fine. I was like...
I feel like during that point I was just like, okay, well maybe it may just take a little bit for like the sickness to like kick in. Or like, like she hasn't like found like the like triggering point yet that will make her become sick. Because she didn't actually know what it was that made her sick.
Because she had never got sick, because she'd been on lockdown.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
I was expecting this to end with a miraculous recovery and she can like go out and live her life, and I was going to be so disappointed. And then the actual ending, what was actually wrong, shook me so much.
I was not expecting that at all. Like when, like she found the papers and it was like, you're not sick, and I was like,
obviously she is, like what?
And like I would have reacted the same exact way. Like I would have been so mad at my mom.
I would have been too. I would have like, I don't think I'd even been able to stay as long as she did.
No, like I would have been so mad at her. Like she took away her entire life.
Out of selfishness as well. Like, I get her husband and son died.
Like, she had a mental illness, get that, but she still took away her entire life.
Like, you have to admit, like, people dying in car crashes doesn't happen as often as you would think. Like, the chances that Maddie would also have died in a car crash are so low.
Yeah. Like, like she was worried that Maddie was gonna get hurt and like she couldn't lose Maddie as well, but she was hurting Maddie by making her stay inside.
And, like, she led Maddie to believe that she had to stay inside to save her life. And Maddie was so trusting of her mum. She was so bonded with her mum. And that one, it was all based on that one line. It's like...
And there was even, there was a point where Maddie went into her mom's office and she was, like, looking through all of the papers. And she couldn't find the papers that said about her illness. And her mom comes in and she was like, what are you looking for? Her, like, where are the papers that say I have this disease? And her mom's like, I'm sure they're here. They must have been misplaced.
Have you took them out? What have you done with them? Like, they never existed.
No, and, like, it seems like she's actually thinking that, like, she actually had them.
I think her mum has, like, some mental problem or something. Like, after her husband and son died, she, like, changed. And I think that's really what... I don't think it's technically her fault, because I think it's something that just stuck in her head, and she was like... She thought she was doing the right thing. But she just wasn't.
She's mentally ill. Like, after her husband and keeping the daughter inside, and then also, like, with her thinking that for so long that her daughter was actually... It would have just, like, stuck in her mind that she was sick. Especially if she had, like, a mental illness, like, she could have, like, just, like, completely forgotten that it was fake. Like...
With this part, I was, expecting that she died. Because I was flicking through the page and I was like, oh, black page. And I read it and I was like, no!
When I got to that page, because it's like a really intense part, like she's just gotten sick and stuff, and it says my heart stops, I was expecting to turn the page and have it be like a change of perspective.
I was expecting it to change to Ollie.
But then, like, it literally took me so long to turn the page and see what was happening, because I didn't want to, like, have her be dead.
I was actually crapping it. I was like, no, like, that can't be it. Like, she can't just die.
I'm just so glad that she didn't actually die.
I would have been. Oh. I guess her going outside isn't really a spoiler either.
Yeah, true.
But then again, the way the trailer made it look is that she was dreaming of it.
Yeah. I feel like the trailer did have a few things, like...
They could have done the trailer better.
Yes. Like, with the phone thing, and then also, I don't know, the way that they, like, were in the room, and...
Can we just that first kiss? Can we just? Oh my god, I practically died.
That first time when they, like, touched and, like, oh, it was so cute.
It was so cute. You don't get that in other books. Like, yeah, you get your first kiss, but it's not as, like, intense as it was in this.
No.
Because not only is that their first kiss, that is her, like, first anything.
Yeah, like, the only people that she's ever had contact with is Carla and her mom.
Who I doubt she was kissing, like...
But like, it wasn't anywhere near that. I don't even think she was allowed to touch her tutor.
They were just, like, with gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, doing the medical stuff, that's when they could touch her.
No, yeah. But, like, no, obviously nothing like what she had with Ollie.
I really liked these little things as well. Like, they're not needed, but I really liked them.
Yeah, same. Like, it made the story, like, obviously the story was interesting on its own, but it just added that bit of interest to it.
It's a more creative way of saying, oh, I ordered some t-shirts online.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. And the Madeline's dictionary as well, that was really cute.
Yeah. And I loved all of the, like, I loved all of the emails between them. I really loved when they did when Maddie sent the bundt cake recipe.
Yes.
Like the 3 cups all-purpose cement mix, sawdust, gravel, glue. I loved it.
In a medium bowl, whisk together cement mix, salt and gravel. In a large bowl, whisk together butter, Elmer's glue, paint thinner, and eggs.
It was great.
I think I would have fell in love with her, to be fair.
Yeah, same.
I love how that's one of the first things she asked him, though. She's like, "What's it made of?"
Yeah, I feel like it was like a icebreaker.
No, that is the first thing she asked him. She's like, "PPS, what's the bunt made of?" And I really liked the backwards text when he was like writing on his window.
Like, I like how they actually showed it like that. And I like all the little like movie reviews, like the short spoiler reviews.
The spoiler reviews. I was like, no, I want to read that book, but like it's not an actual spoiler. It's just her being like, eh.
Yeah. Or all of the little like drawings that they had as well. I just loved it all.
I really liked this part because it literally felt like I was reading an actual diary and not a book.
Yeah. Nicola Yoon is such an amazing author.
I can't wait to read more by her. And I hate contemporary, so that's really saying something.
Yeah. I love contemporaries. But I need to pick up her other books. Because, like, her other books got big on BookTube as well.
What else does she have? She has, like, The Sun is Also a Star.
Yeah, I want to get that one.
I can't remember what else she has. I know I think she's got 3 now, hasn't she?
I'm pretty sure she does.
Can we also speak about the fact this is her debut novel?
It's insane, like...
How does someone who's never published a book before write this?
Like, it's one of my favorite books that I've read in a really long time.
When I was reading about it, I was, like, really wary, because I'm like, how can someone write about that and make it good? And then she did.
She's only got 2 books.
Is it only 2?
Yeah.
Is she still writing a third? I heard there was a third coming out.
There is in 2018.
That's probably what I was thinking.
It's called Meet Cute.
Never heard of it. No, obviously it's not come out, but I haven't heard that title before. What is The Sun is Also a Star about? That's what I want to know.
Meet Cute is like it's an anthology of short stories.
Oh.
That's why I've heard of it. It's like a bunch of short stories by like a bunch of different authors.
I love her covers. I absolutely love the covers.
Oh, they are beautiful.
Her covers are amazing.
Like, The Sun is Also a Star. It looks amazing.
All the spirals and the like...
Like the colors.
I need to get that book just to have it on my shelf. It is so pretty.
Like, just have it facing outwards on your shelf. It's such a pretty book.
What was your favourite part in the book?
Honestly, I think I liked when, she, like, ran away, like, for, like, a final, and, like, went and met up with Ollie and was like, we need to get out of here.
When Ollie moved away. I died a little bit inside. I'm like, no.
When they stopped talking, because, like, she was, like, afraid of, like, falling in love with him, and then she started becoming depressed, and I was so sad.
When they stopped talking, her chapters got really short. She just didn't want to do anything.
No, yeah. Like, ugh.
I was so scared because I was getting really close to the end, and I'm just like, but Ollie's not back. Ollie's not back. There's like 5 pages and Ollie's not back. 4 pages, Ollie's not back. And then in the last chapter, it's like, Ollie's back. And I'm like, yay! I expected, like, them not to bring her not to bring him back, and I was like, she can't do that.
Oh my god, when she met him at the bookstore, And, like, she had the copy of The Little Prince with, like, her writing in it, and she had, like, circled me.
Yes! Oh, that was so cute. That was, oh my god. That one, like,
and, like, the last thing of the book is, the smile he gives me is worth living for your book, he says.
they're so cute!
I read that close book and I just sat there. It was like...
I would absolutely love, like, a mini sequel to this just to, like, see where they go. Like, obviously the basic book is gone, the idea of the basic book is gone, but...
Like, even if it's just, like, a small short story or something.
Just, like, where does this go? What happens? Like...
Yeah, just to, like, talk about, like, them. Like, even if it's, like, 20 pages long. Like, just to talk about them.
There should have been an epilogue.
There should have been. There really should have been an epilogue. But I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like there could have been an epilogue, but then I also feel like the way that it ended was really, really cute. And, like, the way that it ends, you sort of, like, know that they're gonna, like, be in a relationship.
Yeah. But, like, does it
Smile
last? What happened with his dad? Like, they left him, but then he moved. Did he follow them?
We don't know what happened to him.
Like, if Maddie was able to find out where he went, surely the dad would have been able to.
That is true.
Oh no, that makes me intense. He can't find them. He's not allowed to find them.
No. Their dad was awful.
Oh, he was. He so was.
Oh my.
But in a way, that made Ollie, so...
Yeah. Something else that I really loved about the book was, when they played, like, Scrabble.
The different games they played, because there's only two of them.
Wrong, but they would still give each other the points.
All the fake words, or words that sound like words.
Yeah. And how they, like, just give each other those points.
I really like the fact that she brought, like, all the different colour t-shirts just for him.
Yeah.
But the pricing! Oh my god, the pricing!
I don't know, where did she get all this money? Like, obviously... I mean, like, her mom obviously spent a lot of money on her...
house.
And, like, getting them... keeping her safe. Keeping her safe. I say even though it just made her even more sick.
That's another thing I don't get though. Like, putting all that money on a lie just to keep your daughter in the house.
I feel
No,
like
but for real, $29.99 for a classic t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then $54.99 for canvas shoes.
Because her husband died.
Now, where is she ordering from? The Queen?
Yeah, true. Like, just for a plain shirt.
For a plain t-shirt, $29.99. For canvas shoes, $54.99. She just spent $236.19 on 7 things.
And they're all plain as well.
And then she buys plane tickets out of the blue as well. Like, where does she get the money for that?
Yeah, she was like, I got a credit card. Like, okay.
You know, you have to pay those back, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the really long fish name that Ollie had trouble pronouncing. The Huma Kuna.
I read it as Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Aqua, you know, the High School Musical song.
Yes.
Every time that word came up, I'd just kind of skip over it, like, yeah, I know what it says.
same. It was
What
kind
I
of just
liked
like,
was the Fast Five favorites, or the Fast Five questions.
Oh, yes.
That was cute.
Everything about the relationship was just so cute.
I like the way she sounded her age as well. Like, a lot of books, like, they say they're a certain age, but they act like 25 or something like that. But she actually sounds and talks like a teenager.
Yeah, which is, like, good. Like, Nicola Yoon did a good job at these characters and the storyline and writing. I just opened up to this page, and the first line I saw was, Carla pats Ollie's hand from across the table. You're a good egg, she tells him.
I love this entire book. I honestly did.
You're a good egg.
I use that reference all the time now.
It's so great. Oh, and how Ollie completely believed that there were the pills.
Oh, that made me so sad.
Like, he was so, like, adamant. Oh, these pills are working. Like, I'm so happy that they're working. I'm like, no.
I mean, technically they were, because there was nothing wrong with her and she weren't taking any. I like how he didn't get really angry that she lied to him, though.
Yeah, same.
I half expected him to, like, blow up, but then, like, that would contradict everything he stands for with his dad and that.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't, like, there was a little bit of, like, anger at her, where, like, oh my god, I could have killed you, like, you should have told me. But I feel like he reacted in a good way, like, he reacted, like, how I expected Ollie to react.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the different fish that she was eating, though, like, that should have been a huge sign. A lot of people have allergies to the different fish because there's so many different types. She could just eat what she wanted. Like, she wasn't even thinking.
Yeah. No, like, in her house, like, she was so limited to, like, the certain types of food that she ate. And then when she went out into the open, like, she was just eating everything. Like, she should have noticed, like, okay, something's up. But then I guess if you were conditioned your entire life to believe that you had an illness, like, you wouldn't think that way.
I feel like she kind of expected she was gonna die.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that's why she went out, because, like, there was I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but there was a point somewhere in the book where, she said something like, I'm just surviving, I'm not living.
Yeah.
Like, when she was in the house, she wasn't
I think it was in the letter
actually,
she
like,
wrote to her
living.
mum, wasn't it?
Yeah. And, like, she might as well get out of the house and go and live some, even if that means that she dies in the end. Like, she might as well leave the house and go and do some stuff with her life and do some exciting stuff.
He wasn't choosing to die. He wasn't choosing to die. His Rose was his whole life. Without her, he wasn't really alive. I don't know, Mum. I don't know what I'm doing. Only that I have to. Sometimes I wish I could go back to where I was before I knew anything. But I can't. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I love you. So, like, she was saying goodbye to her mum. She thought she was gonna die, but she wanted to, like, experience
100%.
the world before she did.
Like, she was so thinking that she was gonna die.
And that makes me really sad. Because she went out there expecting to die. And then she got sick and she thought she was dying. And then she finds out that she's not even sick and she's like, oh.
Well, one thing that, like, it's like, she wasn't sick from the very beginning, and her mom kept her inside of the house, and that made her sick anyways.
Because her immune system didn't develop. Yeah.
So, like, she is sick, and she, like, obviously it'll get better over time, but, like, the doctor was like, you have the immune system of a baby. loved the way that this book started. Like,
Yes.
the first sentence in this book is, I've read many more books than you. It doesn't matter how many you've read. I've read more. Believe me, I've had the time. And
I was
sat
like...
there like, I mean, I've read quite a few books in my life.
But to be fair, she probably has read more.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I was just kind of like, can you not? Rude.
Yeah.
Like, I know my TBR pile is like 1 billion books long, but you don't need to remind me of that.
You don't need to rub it in my face that you're able to finish your TBR. I loved her, like, little rewards in the books.
Yes.
Like,
A picnic with me, drink tea with me, snorkel with me, a visit with me. And she's doing it ironically because she knows that no one can find the books because she can't go outside to lose them.
yeah, and then the last one is just me.
Me.
And I'm like...
And then it just had to be. That one just had to be in her favourite book. It just had to be. And then at the end, she...
That was, like, such a cute... Oh.
That was, like, planned from the start, you could tell.
Yeah.
Like, she thoroughly thought through this book. So cute. And I know this is really small, but I also like the idea that she's not white.
Yeah, same.
How many female protagonists are white just to be white?
Exactly, and like, it's not even like a huge plot point throughout the book. Like, it's just...
Like, I wouldn't call this a diverse book because it's not based around her being black.
No.
But the fact that she is just makes me like that little bit happier.
Exactly.
Because she could have so easily been white. I mean, everything else is white. Her room's alright, her walls are white, her bookshelves are white.
But she's not.
But she's not. In my white room against my white walls on my glistening white bookshelves. And she doesn't even make a big deal out of it either. She like describes her skin colour as some kind of coffee or something like that, and then she moves on. Completely moves on. She doesn't go on a whole whim about her being a different colour. We both are YouTubers. Hi.
Yeah, hi. I think I might have gotten my channel connected to my account. But if not, I'm just Bookwormy.
And I'm WaverlyReads.
And we are talking about the book Everything, Everything, if you wanted to know.
You are interested. I mean, technically we're not YouTubers, we're booktubers, but diversity, right?
Yeah. Okay. I loved when Ollie was like on like at the very beginning with the bundt cake and how he was like pretending to be a doctor to the bundt cake.
Yes.
So like there's like a string hangs from the bottle to the bundt like an IV. Ollie up here is wearing a white jacket and a stethoscope. He's frowning down at the bundt and listening for a heartbeat. Ollie looks up and shakes his head solemnly.
Where is this? What page is this on?
Page 40.
He was making her laugh before they'd even spoke. And he was getting her attention with that freaking cake.
Yeah.
He
like,
makes it commit suicide and everything.
There's a martini glass filled with green liquid, a pack of cigarettes, and a pill bottle with a skull and crossbones label.
Their entire relationship is just so cute. I want it. I want it so bad.
Same. It's just like just the way that they met and the way that they like started talking and the way that they talked to each other. It's just so adorable.
It is. I loved this. The butterflies and the diagnosis she made for it.
Yes.
Symptoms: nausea, stomach flipping, elevated heart rate, lightheadedness, inability to focus. This disease affects at least one teenage American girl every 30 seconds. And then when Carla's like, you're in love, and she's just like, no, I'm not, no.
She was trying to deny it. And then there was like the point where like Carla said, love can't kill you. And then her mom later said, who told you that? Of course it can.
Yeah, your love nearly killed me.
Yeah.
And then just like, agree to be friends, and then she's like, friends don't kiss each other, and I'm like, he's like, real good friends can. Obsession, an acute interest in something. An acute interest. I really like the schedule she made for them as well. Like, what else does she have to do but watch what they do every day?
Yeah, oh my god. But there was the, like, at the end where, they all moved away except for the dad. And, like, she had the dad's schedule, but then, like, Ollie's and his sisters and his moms were all unknown. It broke my heart.
That hurt my heart. Like, she was rubbing it in. His dad's schedule: leaves for work, sways unsteadily up the porch and into the house, already drunk. Arrives back on porch, drink in hand, passes out in blue chair. Sometime later, stumbles into the house. His mum's schedule: unknown. Kara's schedule: unknown. Ollie's schedule: unknown. She was rubbing it in, and we was just like... But at the same time, I'm glad that they did get away.
Yeah, same. Like, they were not good being with the dad. That dad was not a good person.
When her mum fired Carla, I really dislike her mum. In case you haven't noticed, I really dislike her mum. She fired Carla for giving her daughter happiness. When in reality, how did her mum not notice anything was going on?
No, I don't. Her mom was awful. Like, I understand that she may have had a mental illness or whatever, but, like, her daughter's life was an entire lie. She took away her daughter's entire life. She didn't allow her to do anything that her daughter should have been able to do. Like, and then, like, firing Carla, like, Carla was, like, her only friend.
She fired like, Carla, who gives her happiness, for giving her happiness. It's really
and she was like, you know, it's not good for you to have her here. And I was like, yes, it is.
She's better than you. Like, I knew I didn't really like her mum that much throughout the book, and then when it got to the ending, I was like, hi, Louie.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. No, that ending made me hate her mom so much.
But a part of me sympathizes because she has a mental illness. There's something wrong with her.
Yeah.
But there's still no excuse for what she did.
Like, where is it? There was the like psychiatry report of her mom,
Yeah.
where they said, patient is finally able to recount the night that her husband and son died. She still speaks of it in the present tense. And then, like, she says, I was rubbing her belly. She was sick again. She was always sick. Ear infections, diarrhea, bronchitis. The female officer kept talking, and I just wanted her to stop. I wanted everything to just stop. No more crying baby, no more sickness, no more hospitals, no more death. If only everything would just stop for once. Just stop.
Yeah.
Like, she obviously had medical issues, and, like, she was obviously very, very, very distraught that her husband and son had been killed. So
But then she
there is
locked
that.
away her daughter. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. But at the same time, if she hadn't been locked up, she might not have met Ollie the way she did.
That is very true.
Because
And
she
I
could
feel
have
like
had a
that
boyfriend
is-
at school or anything. Like, she could have already been with other people, and it wouldn't have been
I mean,
as
she might not
effective
have
seeing
been
Ollie.
living there if her mom
Which she
hadn't
does
blocked
question
her.
that. She questions herself, like, if I had known other people, would I still like Ollie?
Yeah.
Which I think was one of his main worries.
I don't know, this book is just so, like, complex.
There's
It's
so
like
many
contemporary
thoughts and
book. It's
feelings, and
very,
it's
very
so
complex
cute.
book.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Like, I can't say that any more times. It's adorable.
It's one of the best and cutest books I've read in a very, very long time.
I was
Like,
really
I like a lot
nervous.
of books, but,
Contemporary.
like,
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And it blew me away. I've never liked a contemporary as much as I've liked this. Not even John Green's books. That is saying something, because he is the only contemporary writer I've read and enjoyed.
Ugh. Have you tried Rain Morel?
I've read her Kindred Spirits book. I haven't, like, dived in. I don't own any other books. It's like, I know I need to. I know that I need to. It's something I need to do. I just,
Fangirl
'cause
is
it's
one of my
contemporary,
favorite
I'm like-
contemporary books of all time.
they scare me. Contemporary books
And, like-
scare me because I want to read about something that's not real.
Yeah. Well, she's got Landlines is about like being able to pick up a phone and like she can like talk to her husband from the past.
Okay.
It's really, really, really good. This one? Oh,
I keep meaning to pick them up. I really do. I just don't.
yeah, like she finds a phone and she calls it and when she picks it up, it's like her husband from the past.
That's giving
And
me
so it's
Walking
like-
Dead vibes.
Yeah, it's
If you've
really
watched
good.
The Walking Dead, I don't know if you have, but anyone who has watched it will know when Rick went crazy, he could torch his
I
dead
watched
wife.
the first 3 episodes of Walking Dead and I've seen like bits and pieces from like other episodes, but yeah.
The first season is so bad. It was a different creator. Like, it's only got 6 episodes as well. Like, the first season is so bad, but after that, it really does pick up. So I'm not really
Yeah.
enjoying this season, like, at all.
Oh, back to how you've read Kindred Spirits. You like all my copies of it?
Can I have one? Mine got damaged.
I have like literally like 40 copies of the book. Like there's more.
Mine got damaged when we had the flood. And, like,
oh,
the
no.
cover has, like, ran... Where is it? I'll see if I can get it. The cover's, like, ran everywhere, and it's so damaged now, and it makes me so sad because it's not on sale now. Like, it was one of those one-time
Yeah.
things. Where is it? There it is. Whoops. I'm ashamed to even own it when it looks like this, like.
Oh no.
Because it's like a paper cover, it's bled so badly.
Oh.
And it's
That's
like,
so sad.
oh, I was good. Like, the inside is still absolutely fine. Like, there's no, like, damage to the inside whatsoever, but that is just, like...
That's so sad. No, Book Depository just sent me 50 copies of the book, even though I only ordered one.
Well, they send me one, but from Australia to England, that's gonna be, like... a lot.
Yeah. Like, I ordered one, and then they sent me 50, and I got home, and there was just this huge box on my bed, and that was the only book that I had ordered from Book Depository at the moment, and there was just this huge box from them on my bed, and I was really confused. And then I opened it up, and there was just a package of, like, 50 copies of the book, and I emailed them because I didn't want them, like, coming after me and being like, hey, we need those books back, we accidentally sent you the wrong ones. And I emailed them and was like, hey, you accidentally sent me 50 copies, and they're like, oh, just keep them.
What am I supposed to do with 50 copies of the same book?
Exactly, and like, I've given away some of them, but I've still got so many.
Where do you even keep them?
Oh, they're just...
Oh my
there.
god.
I know.
Wow.
It's so, like, I've given away a few, but I've got, there's still, like, there's probably, like, 35 or so still there, maybe more.
That's just, wow. You could do a giveaway on your channel for them, like, when you're, like, bigger.
Yeah, I probably would do that.
Like, when you reach, like, 1,000 subscribers or something, like, do a giveaway of them.
Yeah. I know that, like, there's a lot of people that, like, missed out on getting it that really wanted it. Like,
I got given mine from Lisa because she got given 2 from Book Depository. It seems like they just wanted to get rid of it, to be fair. She got given 2, so I got given one by her, and then this happened, like, a week after I read it. I was like...
I think Jessie the Reader did a review on it, and there were a bunch, like, in the comments, there, like, everybody was like, oh my god, I missed out on getting one, oh my god, I'm so jealous that you were able to get a copy, like, I wasn't able to get a copy, and I was like, I'm sitting here with, like, 50 copies of it.
What do I do with these?
Like, when they said I could keep them, I was like, what do you want me to do with 50 copies of the same book?
You could put them on eBay, and, like, people buy them from you.
That's true. I could do that. I don't know, they've just been sitting on my shelf for, like, a year.
You're lucky, though. You are so lucky.
Yeah.
It'd be different if they asked for them back. Like, are you gonna pay for the shipping? Because I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. You're the ones that accidentally sent me more than I needed, so...
You probably got, like, a library's box instead of yours.
thinking.
Can you imagine the library opens their box and there's just one copy?
Yeah, one. Oops. Like, I spent... It was, like, $7, I think, for that one. And I was sent 50 of them.
It's a £1 book here. Just for, like, a single £1.
Yeah, it was for World Book Day, because they don't do World Book Day in anywhere else.
It's got, the first chapter from Beautiful Broken Things in it, and I really want to read that book, but I don't own it. So, like, I keep seeing it, and I'm like, I want to read this bit, but I don't own it, so how can I continue it?
Oh, another thing about Rainbow Rowell is that if you read Fangirl, she's also got the Spit Carry On, which is like a fantasy book.
It's tied in together, isn't it? It's like the book that she's fangirling over.
Yeah.
But isn't it
so
like the
it's
third
the
book in a
last book in the
series?
It's really good, though.
I don't know, contemporary really scares me.
Like, there's some stuff in it that's, like, Harry Pottery, but it's good.
Speaking of contemporary, though, we should probably announce the next book.
Yes, we probably should. Neither of us
I don't know how to
actually
describe this
have
book, so I'm just
read
going to
the book
read the
yet.
description. Thank you for becoming a fan.
Oh, yes, thank you.
So the next book that we are reading is History is All You've Left Me by Adam Silvera.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it.
Butchering names, I'm sorry. It's a recent release. It came out on the 17th of January this year. One of my favourite authors recently read it, and that's how I came across it. And I was like, oh, this actually sounds really, like, interesting, and, like, it's a diverse book, so if you're homophobic,
Yeah.
just click away now.
And I've always wanted to read something by Adam Silvera, so...
Haley has apparently read it from Alien Bookland. She changed her name, didn't she? Kat's read it from Catrific.
Yeah.
No, not Catrific. What's her username?
Oh my god.
And Emma for Emma Books has read it.
Catty-tastic. Catty-tastic is her name.
Catty-tastic, yeah. And they all rated it 5 stars.
Yeah, like, they all loved it. And, like, I was looking through, like, I quickly, like, looked through the, reviews of the book, like, on Goodreads. Like, I didn't actually, like, read any of them, but, like, so many of the booktubers that I watched gave it, like, 5 out of 5 stars.
4 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. There's a 2 star, but, like, against all those 5 stars, I mean, come on. Like, I rated A Court of Mystic Fury at 1 star, I mean. And look at all the 5 stars on that. Like, everyone's gonna overlook my 1 star.
Yeah.
But
I still have not read that. It's been sitting on my shelf.
I'm not gonna say anything about it. Like, it's just my personal preference. I can't read something like that in a book, so I just stopped.
Yeah.
It makes me so sad. So sad. A Court of Wings and Ruins coming out next month. I'm like,
Yeah.
but like, can I just skip this book?
The new book in the Throne of Glass comes out, like, really, really soon.
I still need to read those.
I still need to get caught up on them. I literally own every single book that Sarah J. Maas has come out with, and I've only read half of one of them. No, that's not true. I read the majority of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I think I read, like, 3/4 of it. No, maybe
You
I
need to
finished
finish it. The ending to that
No.
book is amazing.
No, I think I only read, like, 3/4 of it. I need to finish it, because I think I rented it from the library. Like, I got it from the library, and then I had to give it back. And then I ended up buying my own copy, but then never ended up finishing it.
Oh, you need to. The ending is amazing.
I need to. But right now, I'm currently reading Throne of Glass. I'm, like, halfway through Throne of Glass.
I need
so I
to
want to
read
get,
that.
like, caught up. I want to
I'm
get
gonna
caught up on that
focus on, like, reading series next month. Like, I need to finish the Mortal Instruments series. I'm currently reading City of Glass. Stopped at a very bad point last night. Jace, what you doing, mate? But that's a different story. I did not want to stop. Like, I knew I had to stop because I was getting so tired. Like, it was quite late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning and I picked it back up to read because I wasn't sleeping and I was getting so tired. I was like, I'm gonna stop after this chapter, and then it ended like that and I was like...
Yeah.
Apparently I have the Australian paperbacks of those. And I don't know how, because I've never been to Australia in my life and I brought them in store. But I have Australian Mortal Instruments.
That's interesting.
Anyway, the book we're reading, History is All You Left Me.
Yes, back to that.
It's a diverse book. Came out in January. And it's about gay characters.
Yeah.
I'll read the
I'm very
description
excited
because
to read it.
I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so I can't like give an in-depth about it. But it says when Griffin's first love and ex-boyfriend Theo dies in a drowning accident, his universe implodes. Even as Theo has moved to California for college and started seeing Jackson, Griffin never doubted Theo would come back to him when the time was right. But now the future has been imagining for himself has gone far off course. To make things worse, the only person who truly understands his heartache is Jackson. But no matter how much they open up to each other, Griffin's downward spiral continues. He's losing himself in his obsessive compulsions and destructive choices, and the secrets he's been keeping are tearing him apart. If Griffin is ever to rebuild his future, he must first confront his history, every last heartbreaking piece in the puzzle of his life. This sounds like a really sad but heartwarming book on like Griffin's journey to recovery after his ex-boyfriend has died. I'm kind of getting vibes that Griffin and Jackson are gonna bond. We can't hear you, your mic's gone off. Do you want me to leave and re-guest you? No. I guess on that note, we should go. Thank you for joining us. If you want to join us for the next read along, again, it's History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. The live show will be on the 27th of May at this time, not this time, it's at 1 PM UK time, 10 PM Australian time, which is around 7, 8 or 9 in America, depending on where you are in America. So you might not be able to join if you're American, I'm sorry about that, but I will be uploading this live stream onto my YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and click that up above, or if you found us through that, hey, join us for our next live stream. Read along with us, give us your thoughts and opinions, and if you have any opinions on everything, leave them down in the comments down below. That's for YouTube. Hey. Subscribe to Tegan. I will put her channel in the description. She's an amazing booktuber. She needs to upload more, but finals are annoying. And we'll see you next month. Bye!